Okay, so I'm making this video. I don't look great. I've been up all night long. And it's because of this device. So I've got this BioTel device. Okay. We've gone over the heart condition. You guys saw this shit. So, oh, I did not say the S word. Let's call it hit, because maybe then I'll be censored and taken off Facebook. Okay, so you got this little red dot right here. That means it's not reading. See that little heart? If that heart isn't pumping, it means it's not reading my heart. So it goes off and it makes a really annoying dinging sound until I click that I see it, and I'm like, okay. And then what I have to do is I just have to mess around with this thing. No nudity here, people. But it's fine. But I will just have to move these stupid things, and then I've got to press this thing in and hold it. Oh, and now look. We have a green dot and a pumping heart. So that's working. But in 5 minutes, it's going to go off again. All night long, it went off. I'm exhausted. And then when I'm up today, finally got to sleep, guess what woke me up? Stupid alarm. So, from the phone. So I'm thinking maybe I'm falling into a deep sleep, and hopefully I'm just I can't hear the alarm. If I were to stuff this under a pillow or something, I could probably just sleep, but then it means it's not reading my heart rate, or getting the ECGs. Anyway, we just got a bunch of new patches in, and we're going to put them on. The reason why I'm doing this post is because I think it's completely unfair that as a female, if I have body parts that if I roll over onto my side, I might get wrinkles. And those wrinkles change the leads. So if I want to go onto my side, just to turn over, I'm going to have wrinkles. Come on. This device is operated by T-Mobile. Come on, for real. I just want to sleep on my side. It's not fair. I have wrinkles there. All girls do. If you roll on your side, just look at yourself. You've got wrinkles there. And there's nothing you can do about it. Oh my God. This is insane. That this heart device is probably making my heart issue worse because I'm not sleeping. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm laughing, because it's just so freaking ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm okay, but this device may not make it if it does not let me sleep. The company just sent me a bunch more patches to put on, so Dennis is going to help me put another patch on. Oh, another great one. I'm allergic to the adhesive. Yeah. So that, if I take this off right now, and I have photos of it, I have a huge red rash. But your skin, when you put this on, has to be 100% dry. You can't have any silicone left on it from the previous patch. And it, like I said, 100% dry. So you can't have oily skin, you can't have lotion, no cortisone cream, nothing like that. And it really has to go in the exact spot that this one's in. So when I charged this monitor and I took a shower and I made sure everything was dry, and we tried putting it just above the area a little, to let some of the rash air out a little bit. Actually, I'm itching it right now. I shouldn't be. It wouldn't pick up on the sensor. So we had to put it back over the rash. And I will tell you, y'all know, passed 160 kidney stones in, March? No pain medication, did that at home. I passed over 60 in August. No pain medication, did that at home. And those kidneys from the urologist, those are calcifications due to my thyroid disease. So I have a really high pain tolerance. But that freaking monitor going over that rash burned. And I'm not usually a complainer, but like I'm not really supposed to be walking that much because I get dizzy. But I was like pacing and going, Dennis, oh my God, this fucking burn. I don't want to say that. I'll get censored again. This ducking burns. This really ducking burns. And it eventually went away. But now we're going to have to replace the patch again. Dennis will come in and he'll help me undo the snap thing because I'm not strong enough to do it. And then I have to put a cardboard thing around my neck and we'll just go over the same size. And let's see if that'll help, and maybe I'll be able to get some sleep tonight. In other news, we'll be posting an Amazon wish list for the rescue on our rescue page, Chow Chow Rescue Society. And when I'm feeling up to it, I'll go do a post. I thought I had done one last night, but it disappeared. So we have a lot of dogs coming in for foster and rescue from a puppy mill closure. And that we've been working with the USDA and National Mill Dog Rescue to help these chows. And we're taking in the ones that need the most care right now. The medical ones got the medical treatment immediately. The ones that, are in dire need of medical and like just things you don't want to hear about or see. And then we're taking in some of the really, scraggly, Demodex types, or ones that may be heartworm positive, ones that we know that our fosters can handle and get back and make them look beautiful and get them into adoptive homes. And we're not going in and just taking the ones that are easily adoptable. We want to make sure that we're getting the ones that need the most help out first. So keep an eye on the page for that. It's a lot easier for me just to talk than it is for me to type, because along with this heart stuff, my fingers are like freezing. So anyway, here's me, no makeup. Oh, my friend, my transporter, I called yesterday, and I called on her to check on her because I had forced her to go stay at a hotel, one of the hotels that I use. And I called the hotel ahead of time and I told them I have one of my VIPs coming in and make sure she's comfortable. So I called to check on her the next day, and I said, how'd you sleep? She said, I slept until 11. I was so mad at myself, and I said, no, you need to sleep. You are under me. You are my employee. I order you to sleep. So anyway, but the first thing she says when she sees me, when we're doing our FaceTime, is, oh my God, you look so beautiful. You look so beautiful. And I just start laughing at her, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I haven't taken a shower. I've got hat hair. I go, this is supposed to be like bobby pinned up, and this is from my hat. And she's the one that always, whenever she stays with me, she comes and she always says, you always look so beautiful in the morning. And I'm like, this is why people think you're crazy. And I'm laughing at her when she's telling me this on the phone too, because I'm going, you are certifiably nuts. Because no, I'm swollen. My face is swollen. My thyroid's swollen. I'm congested. My hair's probably super tangled because I didn't put it up last night. And this heart monitor is, I deal with stress very well. In the rescue world, a lot of people know that. I'm a fixer. and I can usually fix things very quickly, usually. And I always try to have a lot of backup plans. And I do well under pressure. But this monitor with the alarm, Dennis slept in the office last night. So, yeah, I think he was sick of getting woken up too. The only thing I think this is torture. It's probably torture. And like I said, my eyes aren't watering because I'm crying. It's probably my sinuses mixed with the fact that this situation is even happening, and it's freaking hilarious. Anyway, I did do a PCR test just because I have my dad living with me. So we'll wait on those results. It'll be nice to have those and just, be cleared. Dennis and my dad are both completely fine. My dad ate the most he's eaten since he first got here, really. He gets up every morning. Dennis gets up at 5:30 every morning, and my dad gets up with him and has coffee with him. And then this morning he had some cinnamon rolls. My dad eats the same diet that I eat, which is really crazy. So it's so weird that I can tell Dennis, like, go pick up these items and just put them on my dad's bed because I know he'll eat them. And we have almost identical diets. So, anyway, so he came in to my room and he grabbed, some of the things that I have as snacks. And my dad ate 2 of those. And then he had, I think, one of his protein shakes, and then he ate a breakfast sandwich that was made for him. So Dennis was really happy about that because he's Greek, and Greeks like you to eat things all the time. Greeks want you to be eating a lot. So my dad's doing good. I'm trying to stay away from him until we get that PCR test back. But he's still soaking his foot in the Epsom salts. I haven't gotten a good photo of it yet. I will mask up and go and do it, but we'll only do it very briefly, just in case. But I've had this sinus infection for a while now, so they would definitely show signs or symptoms of something. So, anyway, that's all. Oh, my dad's walking with his walker all by himself. He gets up and he doesn't need to use a commode or anything anymore. He gets up and he can use the bathroom. Bear lets us know when he gets up. And he gets up in the morning on his own and comes out with a walker in the kitchen and has coffee with Dennis. And then when Dennis starts his workday, he goes in for his nap, and then he'll get up and go to the bathroom, do what he has to do, and or he'll come out here, or and then he comes out for dinner and watches football or a movie or whatever. So he's doing good. He's putting on weight. The last time I checked, we had increased his waist size by 4 inches. He was a waist size 30 when he got here, and the pants that I ordered him were 34s, and he told me that those were a bit too tight. So his original waist size is 36, 34. So he might be at a 35 now, or closer to a 36. But just because he's putting on weight and he's getting healthy, that does not mean that he is in any way, shape, or form ready to hit the golf course or able to go out shopping or, to go to the beach or anything like that. I take videos of him with his walker. He's got to regain the he's got to regain the nerve regeneration in his feet, and that's very painful. So he walks very carefully and very slowly, and it's just going to be a process to get the nerve regeneration back. And the fact that he is getting nerve regeneration back is a miracle. Well, it's not really a miracle if you guys know me. I really, if I thought it was something that couldn't be saved, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have tried. But you guys know me with Dory. I just, I don't know. I just know. And I've worked in hospitals for so long that I knew that I have the skills that I know what to do. But I don't have, a MD after my name, so I can't write my dad pain medication or anything. And honestly, I don't really want him to be on too much pain medication, like actual opiates, because it can make people very irritable. But he does have some gabapentin, which is for, it used to be used for seizures. It was prescribed for me for seizures. A lot of people don't know that about me. But it's also for neurological pain as well. And they are using it, actually, I believe they are using it for people that do have opiate addictions. I believe they've done studies where they're using this to help addicts withdraw from opiates, I think. But anyway, he does have that. But if he takes too much, he sleeps too much. So I've got to talk to his doctor and maybe get him Toradol or something like that. Something that's not going to knock him out all day. But other than that, the nerve regeneration, it's incredibly painful. And anybody that's had nerve regeneration of any sort, it's like 1,000 fire ants biting you all at once. And just with my arm, when my arm was attacked, I just remember trying to put my hair in a ponytail once, and it hit me, and I was like, held my breath until the pain went away. It was like, holy crap, where did this come from? Or if I was, if I had a dog that I was fostering that liked to lay against a certain part of the wall, that wall will get a little grimy, so you go and you wash the wall or wash your baseboards, and I'll use that arm, it's my right arm, and then it would hit me all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, God. I think it's gotten better over time, but it can pop up at any time. But for his legs, he's going to be in a lot of pain for a while, but the blood's flowing. The heel eschar is doing well. I did not accept the offer of a wound care nurse at his doctor's office. I prefer dogs and taking care of people that I love. And I can take care of dog wounds, so it's fine. But anyway, so here I am. Oh, here's another thing. So, some people know this about me, but others don't. There's so many rumors that go around about me, and it's kind of a joke with my board members and I, and my good friends, and my husband too. We joke about it. So one of the rumors that went around about me is that I have a private jet. Wouldn't that have been great when I needed to get my dad down here? Like, let me just call it my private jet. It's parked over by my pool next to my neighbor. That's fences right next, that shares a fence line with me. That's where we park our private jet. Yeah, that would work out well in our HOA. Another is I live in a mansion. I did have a very large house in Georgia. It was huge, and I did not choose that house. Dennis did. And I told Dennis that was the last time he was going to be able to choose a home for us, because at the end of the day, I was the one that had to clean it. So when we moved, I told him I was choosing the house, and I downsized, smaller, because a smaller house is much easier to clean. Duh. And also, I mean, I don't have the extra rooms and things to foster tons of dogs, but that's also a good thing too, because having a lot of dogs in your house is stressful. So, and you can't give them all the individual care that they need. So, we minimize the amount of fosters that we take in. That way they can get everything that they need and are cared for. And our dogs are cared for. So, anyway, so I don't live in a mansion. I don't have a private jet. Also, another one is that my husband doesn't have a job. That's really funny. The job that we had, I actually worked for the company also. So they were purchased by a larger corporation for $80 million. And my husband actually has people that offer him positions all the time and also pay him for consulting. But my husband had a position immediately, so that was never true. The only true thing was that the company sold to another company, and that company actually offered both of us positions, but they wanted us to move to New York or Chicago, and we both denied because we don't want any more snow. So we took so Dennis took another position where he can work from home, and then he opened up the pizza place. That was just a hobby that he had worked on for a year with some of his friends. It was just like a hobby, a little pizza place. And I actually thought it was a joke until he showed it to me. But he has sold that. So he sold that over because that was a bit too much for him to work two jobs. And I think it reminded him a little bit of the restaurant industry when we had the restaurant in Maine. When you're dealing with restaurant employees, it's 24/7, 7 days a week, and it's a lot of babysitting and dealing with everybody else's problems. So I'm happy that he's just working his regular job. So no, my husband is not unemployed. We pay our taxes. And I also am employed, but I will tell you, I have the two rescues, and a lot of people say, well, you don't have your 501c3. That does not mean that you are not a nonprofit. A 501c3 only gives you tax exempt status, and that can be helpful for sure. And I actually know a lot of dog breeders out there, that will go and set up a rescue on the side and say that they're a rescue and get a 501c3 just so they can claim tax exempt status for their actual business of breeding dogs. That's the truth. So my companies are nonprofits, and I pay taxes. And the only benefit to having a 501c3 is that people can see, how much money you take in or how much money goes out, and you can apply for grants. So really, I mean, what hurts us by not having a 501c3 is that I can't apply for certain grants that could help us. But we're a very small rescue, even though technically, social media wise, with our Instagram and everything, we are the largest one in the country. We really aren't. It's just myself and my board members and my volunteers and just a bunch of awesome people that work together. But our followers, we post our vet bills, so there's really no reason for that. And if anybody wants to see a vet bill, they can just ask, and we will gladly give them our vet's name, and they can certainly call in a donation. And I do not post my employment or my other company that I own, because Facebook has a lot of really crazy people on there, and I recommend this for anybody that's in rescue or in any type of business. Don't put your workplace online. And I do the same for my husband. Don't put your workplace online. You can put your old workplaces online, that's fine, but don't put current. Because the internet, especially with Facebook, is just, I don't know, people are crazy, and if they don't like you, they will contact your employer, and your employer doesn't want to deal with the drama, so it can affect your employment. And I know this has happened to one other person online who I'm not associated with, but she had lost her job because she had said something to somebody online, and that person contacted her employer, and she lost her job over it. So, and when we lived in Georgia in our mansion, which wasn't really a mansion, all houses in Georgia are huge, just about, if you go on the outskirts. This little beeping, here, look. It's gonna keep beeping. See, that's craziness. And I haven't even moved. So, in Georgia, we actually had some like lunatics that were obsessed with me messaging my husband through his work email, like complete like lunacy. And we had people like calling animal control on us, Department of Agriculture, all that kind of stuff. And of course, it didn't do anything because we were doing nothing wrong. And it just made them look bad. And they were told that if they called back again, that they would be pressing felony charges against them for filing a false police report, because the numbers that they were calling in on, because the animal control was tied to the sheriff's department, they were calling in on that on a 911 line. Like, how stupid can you get? Like, come on. Like, it's really dumb. So that's my advice for you guys. Don't put your work on Facebook. LinkedIn is a site where you can put your work experience, and I'm even careful there. I don't share a lot of that. I don't need to. It's not necessary. One rumor, I kind of like this one. I'm a pampered housewife. I like that. That's okay. I think that's okay. I married a really good guy. My mom told me that she told me once that somebody told her that she was really lucky because she had married my stepfather, and my stepfather was such a good guy. And my mom told me that she told that person, no, I'm not lucky. She goes, I chose to marry a good guy. And that stuck with me as I got older, that I'm choosing to marry this person. And so I chose wisely. And we're going on 13 years in February. And yeah, I have an awesome husband. And if I'm a pampered housewife, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like he's coming in and painting my nails or painting my toenails or anything like that. But if I ask if I'm sick or not feeling well, or if I want him to make me something, he loves to cook, so he'll bring me in food. He's definitely the cook. Yeah, or if I want something, if I really want it, he'll get it for me. And he takes care of the bills, things like that. And I contribute as well. We're a partnership. But yeah, those rumors really aren't that bad. So they're just kind of funny. Oh, and okay, so one, we cherry pick dogs, which people say that because they think that we choose dogs that we can raise money off, which is really ridiculous because we've posted the bills for those dogs. So we don't make money off those dogs. Our donors usually help out a majority of the time and pay those vet bills. And we take in, and what they also don't know is that the dogs that we take in have been circulated to other rescues, and other rescues have denied taking them because they would cost so much money. So, and I have that in writing. And also one of our other dogs that we took in that was really expensive was actually from another rescue. But they couldn't afford the vet care that he needed, so he was signed over to us. So these people that say that stuff, that they just don't know what they're talking about. And then, oh, I love this one. And I'm going to call out your name on this. Beverly. That I get mad that Dory poops. Like, you have got to be kidding me. For real? I mean, this dog will poop when I'm washing her, and I will catch it in my hand. Like, are you kidding me? She's partially paralyzed. It's like part of our lifestyle. I think I get mad if she poops. Like, it's like comical. Like, if I get up and I step in it, like, it's like, oh my god, I stepped in Dory's poop today. It's like, we live with it. It's not, like, why would I get mad about something like that? It's so ridiculous. And then somebody else saying that I stole money from this dog. Well, that person should probably contact me and tell me what I stole and show me proof. And then I will give it to my attorney and I will show her the proof that it was not me, because she's just hearing secondhand information from someone trying to place blame on me by saying that I've done something when it was actually another person. So and one of those other people know that it wasn't me, and they're just not saying it just out of spite. So that's pretty stupid. And it was for a dog that was pulled by another rescue and went to her rescue, and I believe the dog had like $120 in pledges at the time. This is back when people used to pledge a lot for dogs. And another member or a volunteer for that rescue collected the pledges. And I have all that in writing. So, so if somebody's telling you that I've stolen money, I think that you should ask for proof. And you should let me know. Because that is actually defamation. Because if I see that one of my volunteers or one of my donors sees that, which I did, I saw that somebody saw that and said, oh, I donate to them, I'm not going to donate to them anymore. Well, she doesn't know the truth, and that's defamation. So because that takes away a donor from us, because this woman has just spread something false about me and our rescues. So yeah, that's about it. So I think I've summed up the annoying heart thing that's owned by T-Mobile. I have summed up some rumors that are funny. I have summed up that I'm not beautiful in the morning. And I have summed up that I do not get angry at Dory when she poops. And that I have not stolen money from anyone. In fact, I have proof of people from other rescues contacting adopters saying that I took money, and those people in writing have shown me that they have told the person, no, the check was written out to you and was cashed by you at your bank account. So, that's it. So that's about it. So there's a lot of things that I think are, people don't know why I left a rescue when I was volunteering for it. So I think there's just like a lot of speculation. And if it's to be made public in a court of law, then I think that would be the best case scenario, is for any allegations that have been made against me and that have been proven to be false. I would like to see, that in a court of law, and be able to refer people to a case number so they can actually know the truth. But other than that, I am sipping my caffeine-free black cherry vanilla. It's actually, they gave it to my dad, but I'm drinking caffeine-free because of my heart. Go to Bang Energy, use code CCRS25. We need the support. Try it out. I think they have buy one, get one free right now. Just get a 4-pack. And at checkout, use your coupon code CCRS25. And that keeps, that goes to our rescue. Okay? And thank you for all the well wishes. And I'm signing off from my mansion so I can go get on my private jet, and maybe I can fly to Cuba. That sounds good? Yeah? Okay. Bye, guys.